Hi. Oh, wait a minute. Hello? Should be able to hear me. Let me just change my announcements. I just realized it's the same thing. Let me change it. Spoiler talk for Dawntrail, just in case people just like, what are you talking about spoilers? The embargo's not over yet. And I'm just like, if you're in here, then my title of the stream is even talking about Dawntrail, so go play Dawntrail, stupid. Anyway, if you're here, like, oh no. Hi everyone, it's Michi Odai, and my mouth isn't working very correctly, but we are back in VTuber form. I can move again. Except my mouth, I suppose, and maybe everything else. My camera is just kind of failing, is flailing. It's really bad. I may as well be sleeping right now with how much my character just has eyes closed, just snoozing. And then when I looked to the right, it go big. Suddenly it's big. Big eyes. And go to the left, it's suddenly like, yeah. Big, small, big, small, big. And the mouth doesn't even open up. Ah! I need to like really force it open. I didn't change any settings. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, disclaimer. We're gonna talk about Dawntrail because I don't really have anything else to really talk about. The past 2 weeks has been about Dawntrail, so in a sense, this is like my own embargo. Lifting my own embargo, which is really stupid, but there really isn't anything much for me to talk about besides that, really. I can talk about Misha, for example, if I want to. So, for those of you guys who don't know, I started a new... I fainted. I did not start a new character. This is a new character in terms of like the lore regarding my War of Light. Everybody loves to draw, like, have like their own stories of their War of Light. So I have Misha. She took over from Venaru, Diaru. If you've seen the little Popoto around, you've seen many Popotos, but he is the one and only, the Venaru Diaru. And this is his one and only not blood related sister, Misha. Talk about a bunch of non-blood related people, huh? That's not really a spoiler. Like, we went into Dawntrail like knowing that Woklamat isn't, like she herself said, it's like, yeah, I'm not the, like, my dad's the two-headed Mamuja, and like I'm just a little kitty cat. It doesn't take one to like know that like we're not blood related. Anyway, yeah, so I'm drawing Misha. I'm just drawing her being like in a casual attire that was like befitting of Dawntrail, casual. And if you haven't seen, I have uploaded my playthrough of Dawntrail on YouTube. You can find my YouTube at Michiodai something something YouTube. Michiodai 31. You can find me Michiodai 31. I'm pretty certain that like it won't be some unknown Indian channel that suddenly pops up. Cause like that's what pops up when I like type in Minsu. Yeah. And I'm like, what? I mean, to be fair, like when I type in JoJo, what came up is not really JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but you know, that child actor JoJo or something. I don't know. I think I didn't even know about her existence until I tried to type in JoJo in like YouTube, and just like I know I need. Then I was like, okay, no, I need to type in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, cause yeah, not JoJo. See what comes out. I'm like, who the hell is this? Who? What? What is this? This is not my JoJo. Fuck. Get the fuck out of here. Get on my YouTube searches. Is she a Nickelodeon kid or something?
No, but she's very famous.
What? For what?
She's a singer. Yes. maybe she's a Nickelodeon kid. I'm not very sure.
Oh, she ain't as famous as Jotaro Kujo. She ain't no JoJo to me. She ain't no JoJo to a
I mean,
million
recently
people.
she's been, because of controversies that
I kind of heard about that.
going through a Miley Cyrus kind of phase.
Seems like it, I guess. Yeah, been through the Miley Cyrus phase. I'm like, wow, that's, you know, I kind of liked her, and then now she's like, So I'm like, nah, no, alright. Baku Jojo. Oh, that's a Jojo. He's got two J's in his name. Baku Jojo. I'm gonna continue talking about Misha first. I don't want to talk about like Dawntrail. If anything, I'm gonna talk about Dawntrail is just I'm gonna bring up first and foremost Baku Jojo. Hi Yuna. Yes, Baku Jojo. He is a Jojo. Also, that you know, like his voice actor is the one.
No, that's Zora.
Wait, no, there's Zoro Ja. There's Zoro Jaja. I don't know.
Zora just one.
No, just one. He's not even a JoJo, he's a Joe. Baku Jaja? You know what? Baku Jaja would fit in a JoJo universe. He is definitely... He's not a JoJo, but he's one of the characters, one of the jobbers that gets punched and shit. It feels like he might be in like one of the JoJos or something at some point. Or he's gonna be at some point. Because he can do some good voices. Maybe he can do Yakuza as well. Like his voice acting is just so Yakuza. Alright. Not really. If only like Zoroja did that, but like nah, they didn't, and that was like so sad. Spoilers. Spoilers, Zoroja does not ora. Gonna be lurking. You're not lurking. Where to start? Well, I've got a long night. I can stream easy knowing that like I don't have to care about waking up early for work. Might wake up early for leisure. I don't know. Was there a time that was set? Alright. Well, why did they not set a time? Like what? It's literally like less than 12 hours or something. Who knows? Yeah, actually, considering that they seemed very excited for this. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, one of the first things. When I was playing through the game, right? I was looking at like Misha and stuff in game, and I was like, I don't know if I got her face right. Like in the drawing that I have on the triple triad card. But now, like yesterday I brought it up and I finally opened up my drawing file again. I just looked at it and compared their faces and I'm like, you know what? I think I got it down pretty well. The only part that's a little bit difficult and is a little bit different is the eyes. Gone are the eyes of like no worry. Gone are the eyes of the what do you call that? My expressive Lala, Venaru, Diaru, like it, like now that I'm like a sort of proportional character, a Hrothgal, like I would have to say that like she's not as expressive as Ven, as a Lalafell. Lalafells are really expressive. And like hers isn't. And the thing is that like a lot of the times, you know, she's like she's got a resting bitch face. Like this is a resting bitch face. Like no, actually this is like her. I think she was still smiling. Like this is a smile. Like her eyes just never like, and also cause I'm taking it like from up, like maybe a bit more angled downwards angle, from a high angle. Like that still is like her eyes don't really open as wide as this does, the one that I have in the drawing. So a lot of times she's just very like resting bitch face, like and like she looks, when she looks squarely at people, she looks fucking mad. She looks like she wants to beat them up, and it's like shut up, shut up, shut up, and that kind of thing. It sounds like it's like she looks like she wants to beat someone up. Unlike Van, when like Van just looks with a blank stare, he's just like, you know, he's just cute. He doesn't want to like squash his cheeks and stuff. He's cute, adorable. Wow, famous. Me, I'm smoking. I smell it. Oh, yeah. It's the people who are smoking downstairs. It's well, we don't live very high up, so yeah. Or they might be somewhere up there. I don't know. I could go and knock on people's doors. Motherfucker. Smokers. Yeah. I'm fine with smokers. It's just that, you know, if they're they have to be considerate, you know. Just know that like you are stinky. No matter if you're taking up the smoker life, you gotta know you are stinky. So like we have a friend like who he knows he's stinky. He's stinky. He knows he'll when I want to talk with him and when the smoking area, he'll distance himself from us, that kind of thing. And like I think he'll also like put some like cologne and freshener on him when he returns back to like the school like premises and stuff. And like I think my brother also got the smoking, and like he does, like I think he does actually do that, but also because like he just wants to mask up the sense, you know, from my parents because they don't know. But I don't know, the younger one. Yeah, but I mean, you know, my parents can't really hide that. You're gonna be stinky if you're smoking. Make sure they don't throw their cigs into your house, because that's what happened in my case. Yeah, no cigs there, thankfully. It's very scary. It's very scary. Like, this is why it's a crime. For people to be smoking, like, you know, out of windows, and like even throwing shit out of windows, or like smoking in their homes, and it just like, you know, some random ash flies out and stuff, because that's like fucking piping hot. If that hits a eye or something, and like, you know, say like you have a baby's bed like right beside the window and stuff, and there's like a bit of like some hot fiery ash from a cigarette butt like enters the eye, you better be ready to pay up a hefty fine, because that baby is not gonna be all right. Not even that, I think even drivers, I've had like a very talkative like taxi uncle talk to me before, and he was saying that, like, you know, he knew a friend. I don't know how much true this is, because, you know, it's talkative, the taxi driver, maybe he's just like found something to really say, and like, you know, it's like, oh shit, this passenger really ate up like my tall tale and stuff. But he was saying that, like, oh yeah, people should like be aware of, like, when you're smoking in the car, like, don't smoke while you're driving and you have the window pulled down, because what will happen is that because of the air and stuff, the wind, like, you know, like, oh yeah, you want to turn like open the window because you're smoking and you want to let the smoke out, the stinkiness out. But what happens is that the wind will make the ash fly to your own eye or like other people, and you stick your smoke out your cigarette butt out the window, and there's like someone else gonna get it, all that. It's like that kind of shit is terrible. So yeah, just I'm fine with smokers so long as they are considerate. That's all. And a lot of the times it's the smokers who are like walking that like I don't like, because, you know, like if they're walking ahead of me, then I have to like scramble my ass to like run up ahead in front of them, because if not, it's just like a gale force wind like coming up behind, all smoke. It's like that smokers are constantly applying dots to me, you know, until like I like run up ahead of him. So yeah, you wanna just smoke, just, you know, just chill. You can look cool and smoke at a dustbin, that kind of thing. You don't have to walk and smoke. If you don't got time to walk and smoke, then just don't smoke. Just walk. Yeah, just... like, you can look like a paikia, just don't be a paikia, you know? It's... The paikia life is not very... I don't know, is it appealing anymore? I don't know. I don't know what the kids are doing nowadays. Like, but I definitely see a lot more people with tattoos nowadays. I think a lot more... I mean, maybe it's cause like it's become like a fashion thing now. I see a lot more people with tattoos than there were last time. I don't know. Yeah, it's true. It's a thing in PvP, scholars applying dots. People vape now. Yeah, I haven't really seen any vapors. Maybe I've seen one or two, but they've never really left an impression on me. So I just got out of their way like real fast. So yeah, I just don't hang around them, I guess. So I don't really get to see. Is vaping illegal in this country? Wait, is it? Wait, I got a feeling that like maybe it is actually, because like, not because it's bad, but I think it's because the country wants to buy the product. It is illegal. Yeah, right. What? Wait, what? Does she? Oh.
I think she's trying to quit. And she's been quitting smoking, but sometimes when she can't reach the point, she'll run to her friend's house to ask to, you know, borrow his weed.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah, the thing is that I don't know like what the reasons are for this illegal. It's just that like I've heard some conspiracy theories that like, you know, they made it illegal because they want people to buy the products of the actual tobacco and stuff, you know, imports. Like there's a market for that and they want to control that. So that's a conspiracy theory. Okay. Well, we stopped like smelling the smoke now. No stinky now. Okay. I'm back to cooking again. So I cooked up some. I used the air fryer. It's easier. You just cook something in the air fryer like after work. Just the only thing is like maybe you might need to marinate in the recipe for mine didn't say that it needed to marinate. I made miso boneless chicken breast. Wait, no. Boneless chicken thigh with like it's marinated in miso. Yeah. I have like 2 boxes of miso that needs to get going. Air fryers are godsend. Yeah. So far I've only used the air fryer to like cook like some frozen food, but I think most of the time it's been the chicken thighs and all that stuff. Just chicken. Never cooked. Have I cooked the fish? I have cooked saba fish in it before. In the end, I just kind of don't really like saba fish all that much, or at least the frozen ones. Sometimes they have a very weird taste to it. Yeah, I just see air fryers as like, you know, an alternative to ovens in a sense. They might not be as might not have as much utility as an oven, but you know, in our new place we're not gonna buy an oven as well. I think like I can live without an oven as well. A lot of people are doing a lot of crazy things with like air fryers. I was overlooking this woman's like shoulder as she was like watching some videos of like a person baking stuff in an air fryer. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Ovens are kind of more high maintenance. That also, although I haven't really maintained my oven. I think, okay, well, I don't need to draw that part. I think the oven is, I cleaned my oven, but like it's not clean. It's really difficult to get some of the shit off sometimes. Air fryers have been like a little bit annoying for me in the past, because I was like, oh, I just put them straight on the basket and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna use the aluminum foil and all that kind of thing. But nowadays I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna put the aluminum foil and let this go, because I would be like, I would cook it not on the aluminum foil, and then I would just, okay, it seems kind of clean, let's just not wash it for quite some time, because washing an air fryer can be kind of a hassle. It gets, when it gets really oily, it just stains the damn thing. It's hair. Then I cooked some omelette, although I didn't follow a recipe there, I just went whack, so it's probably that's why it's quite plain, but everything else was salty. Yeah. Bought some kailan. That was good. You know what's crazy, you know, when you see I go buy kailan and stuff, and it's one pack for 185 or 115 even. It was less than $2. And I just cut up some garlic, put in some soy sauce. I did put in some mirin as well, which is not really, I mean, it could be Shaoxing wine, that too. I could do that and actually make it taste like zicha, like kailan, but no, I didn't do that. And I substituted that with mirin and had a little bit of dashi stock in. Yeah, so in the end that was like, you know, what, $2 worth to cook, and then like it's kind of crazy when you think about like, oh, how much like zicha places are charging that for like what, $10 for like one plate of it, and like one plate of it is basically like one packet of it, right? So it's like $10 more for an oilier product that's not as healthy as something that I can control and cook. Yeah, it's kind of crazy when I do it. Like, my dad does that all the time. Whenever we go to chow or something like that, he's just like, oh, I can cook this and I can cook that. And it's like, I'm kind of like that also. I do say that. I'm like I wouldn't buy some certain foods because I'm just like, yeah, I can cook it better and stuff. And like for cheaper too. So that's me being a grumpy old ass. But like, I can do it better. These people are overcharging, is overpriced. Someone that they buy in bulk, so it's even cheaper for them. The only thing is that vegetables are understandably more expensive because I think maybe they don't buy in, well, they still have to buy in bulk. It's just that it's expensive because it's a little bit difficult to keep vegetables. Vegetables, you want kind of clear them and stuff. But if you sold them cheaper, then wouldn't it get cleared faster? Huh. Because vegetables spoil really easily, so I can understand them wanting to get rid of it, and it's... I have no idea why vegetables cost so much. It's difficult to upkeep, but... I don't know. It's quite weird. I don't know how the food economy works. Spice and Wolf. It's an anime, I haven't watched it. But I guess they talk about potato economics. That's why I've heard. I'm just sort of like blindly sketching this stuff out. I don't know how Misha's hair works. How do you take a... Like, you cut a strand of hair and then you tie it here. Well, even then, it still makes more sense than like some of the woo-wah like people, right? Singling them out. Weird ass hair. Ding dongs. Yeah, it's like when you use your hair to tie your hair up, and it's just like, I don't understand. I don't have long hair, so I've never like been able to try doing something like this before. I've never been able to tie my hair like this. She's so cute. In the end, there wasn't all that much variation in choices for like hairstyles for Misha. Eventually we will get more hair for Hrothgars. It's just that I thought, like, you know, at least, like, wouldn't the male Hrothgars have the same, like, would we not have the same availability of like hairs that the male Hrothgars have? But I guess not. It's a kind of it's a totally different model. It's a lot more difficult than like for Viera's, for example, I would imagine. So there's that hassle. Yeah, so in the end, and somewhat like the hairs are kind of tied to the face types as well. So with this face type that I have for Misha, like, this is one of the hairs I could get. One of the only hairs I could get. Just gonna floof her out a little bit more. I'm just gonna draw some of this. Alright, but yeah, speaking about Misha's like face, right? She's not as expressive as the Lalas are. Like back when I was playing Ven, right? So her eyes don't get very big, but I think I'm just gonna stick with how her eyes look like here, because, like, you know, this is my rendition of Misha. I don't think I'm gonna follow what the game really has to a T, you know. Like, I think it's impossible for me to make this face with in-game Misha. It's, I won't say RL Misha. I'm like, Misha's real? Damn. Only. Yeah, like, the character's eyes don't go even that large. And like, she's not very happy. She just has that resting bitch face, so yeah, that's kind of what I had to deal with. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Like, at the very least, right, I'm fine with it, because there's things that Misha can do that Ven can't, and that's to look sexy. I can't make Ven look sexy. I can't. If I try to, it'll come off as a joke. I only do it for shits and giggles. Damn, if you cosplay a wall letter, technically they are real. Leda-chan real. It's true. Mince has cosplayed Leda before. Yeah. And she'll do it again. Can I say that? Yeah. She'll do it again. If I cosplay Ven, will he be real? Alright, I'll cut off my knees. Shorten my limbs. Fatten my tummy. Widen my eyes, I don't know. Real since 2023, that's right. I wouldn't want to make Ven real. Can make Misha real with like a fursuit, but like that's also kind of different. It's not really how it works. It's kind of crazy because become what you must, a Popoto. No, I'd rather be in a fursuit. But actually a fursuit does like sound like really like... I sweat a lot without a fursuit. If I'm in a fursuit, I'm... my bodily moisture will go away. I'll come out as a dehydrated like salmon or something like that. Borrow a child. Borrow a child.
Have to make one.
I was trying not to say that. I was like, hold on. I don't know. Oh no, I don't think they can hear you. I mean, what Minz is trying to say is that like it's possible to get a child in some way. Might need a little time to cook though. Oh jeez. Oh boy. I don't think we reached that like high level in crafting yet, so it's gonna take a while. It's gonna grind it out.
Get out of here! Get out of here, Sarah, you bitches!
Lloyd did it in a week. Gosh, damn you. Sure did. Lloyd Fogger. Lloyd is an unrealistic standard for men. Wait, is this putting men in a bad light? We could. We could. It's just really difficult.
It's like
I don't know Lloyd Fogger, but there can be people like that. I don't know.
Well, you don't need to be Lloyd Ford.
Yeah?
Fogger.
What, Fogger?
You don't need to be Lloyd Ford. When are we playing Ace Attorney?
Stop making me cute and fuzzy inside here.
When are we playing Ace Attorney again?
Saturday. Why?
Wait,
Wait, Sunday. I was thinking Sunday and I said Saturday. Yeah. Why is there this hair poking out here? Let's see. Ooh. More Ace Attorney? That's right, we're going back to Ace Attorney this Sunday. Can we finish it? We can? I mean we better, yeah. I would like to, so I wouldn't really want to stretch it out for like 2 streams.
the thing is, I'm scared if we end, the next stream we're gonna be like, oh, we end.
Yeah, that's the thing. I rather like
an hour or something.
is that unless I think I have the energy to go, so like why the hell not? You know what? Maybe this doesn't have to be that long.
Thing about that's the thing about Ace Attorney games is that I always think like, oh, you know, like it's only gonna take this long and then it takes that long, and I'm like that.
Yeah, I think it's the same as like Danganronpa with me sometimes. Like I just have no idea how long it's gonna get. And thus I'll just be playing it throughout now. It's like, when is it ending? Rip Maya Fey. That's right. Last thing she was talking about is how big a TV is. And she can watch like Steel Samurai on it. You die a happy girl. I was like, why'd I say that?
I was watching like a 12-hour retrospective. First 3 30 games, and I was watching it halfway, but I had to stop watching when we were here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
As you should. Thank you. Thank you for not spoiling me for Ace Attorney 3. Yeah.
Isn't the if I spoil it for you, I will have to have my head chopped off.
What? No.
It's like, imagine if I spoil like shit kind of thing.
How would you spoil Shadowbringers for me? What would you say?
Okay. They can't even hear me.
Huh?
They can't even hear me.
Oh yeah, they can't hear you. I'm sorry. Okay. What do you want to say?
I say if I were to spoil Shadowbringers, I would say the cat that you forgot at home became like a messiah, and then like a grandpa that you thought was a clown is actually extremely depressed. That's how I would spoil Shadowbringers. And in a previous life, you were friends with the clown.
That sounds still so spoiler free if you don't know the context though. Like, that's still you being very nice. I was just saying like with spoiler, just like okay, what's the spoiler actually? What's the spoiler for Shadowbringers? Shit. Like saying like Crystal Exile is Grahatia is not a spoiler. Because fucking hell. No one to this day is going to like everyone in this day is gonna go to Shadowbringers, see the Crystal Exile, like, oh hey Graha. Even if though his hood is on. There's no secret. No more secrets. Even back when it came out, wasn't really that much of a secret. I mean, I was still thinking, it still kept me on my toes. I was like, is he Graha? Is he Graha? And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it is Graha. And kind of think, oh, fooled me, I guess. Just look at his lips. It's the Graha Tia lips. It's true. I'm sure you guys know that it's his lips. I mean, if I had to spoil, how would I spoil it? Oh, I mean, I think one of the big spoilers that I would say is just like, you know, Heidelin's Primal? Was it say in the trailers? Was it say on the trailers though? Yeah, it was said in the trailers. That's what I was thinking, like, should I say it? Because like I was just like, it was something to say it's trailer, so it's not very spoiler. It's not really a spoiler. What's an exclusive thing to spoil like for Shadowbringers?
You are reincarnation of what the Arceans were. It could have been.
I guess.
Yeah,
I
don't know actually.
wait.
I mean, we wouldn't have because like we didn't make a song. But like, based on our seeding, we could have. We didn't betray them.
Oh shit! You know what's a spoiler? There's also a non-spoiler. Y'shtola dies.
All of them die.
I mean, there's an Endwalker spoiler, but that's not a spoiler.
She does become.
Who becomes a burrito? Oh, Y'shtola. Yeah, Y'shtola becomes a burrito. That's true. I think a spoiler for like Shadowbringers so that can't be like, it's not a spoiler, is that, oh, you can say like Emmett Celt is actually a good guy, and like it's not a spoiler because you see people simping the fuck out of him, so like I'm like, you know, I don't think anyone would not believe you. It's like, yeah, Emmett Celt is probably a nice guy or something. I just gotta warm up to him, I guess. Rin, no, there's no spoiler about her, so like, just like, you can't say it's like, oh yeah, Rin is kind of like Minfilia, but not really. It's like, in the trailer, Tancred already calls her Minfilia, so like, yeah, I don't, like, Shadowbringers is just so, has been around the block so much that like, it's very difficult to say. I was just not like, nothing is really a spoiler. I'm like, what do you spoil about it? Okay, I mean, the mind-blowing thing for me for Shadowbringers was, now there's a very nice scent. What the hell is that? Did our tea start brewing itself? No, that's it.
It does smell.
Is that Mopico?
Yeah, it does smell like the mosquito repellent.
Yeah. What did somebody do? Oh no, the child like squeeze it out and stuff and like put it all over their face. Cause that's what I did with like Zambak. And that's one of the stories, and like I went to my mom like very hot, mom. That's what happened to me. I put Zamba on my face as a child. I don't know why. I think I was just like, oh, this is nice smelling ointment. Hey, I think I've seen like my mom like put this kind of thing on her face and stuff, and like, or like I think I confused it with like moisturizer and I put it on my face and I'm like little tiny Michi. You're the dumbass.
Like the dumbass.
You're dumbass. Yeah, love you too, baby. I can't believe like to this day they're still using like this old ass like Mopico advertisements. More Pico. Yeah, like how I can just trigger for the people here, like I can just trigger you guys by saying like how young triggered. I definitely triggered you guys, right? No, you haven't? But we go to your grandparents' house, it just plays and Channel 8 and stuff. It's just
you make it sound
sometimes it appears on YouTube.
You make it I've never seen it on YouTube. You make it sound as if I actually listen to whatever is playing on my grandparents.
Well, good for you. You can tune that out. Alright. Good for you then, huh? Yeah, I don't know why they're still running those like it's so old that I'm just thinking like, yeah, the child's probably an adult now and like insurance agent for like Mopico or some shit. I don't know. It's like, you want to buy insurance in case you get bit by the mosquito? The mosquito? Has someone pronounced it mosquito before?
I can do it now. I'm doing it now.
Mosquito.
Mosquito.
Mosquito. I can hear the entire thing in my head. Oh my god, I heavily triggered you now. Holy shit, I'm sorry. Yeah, I am. Because I couldn't get you. At least go get you now. Damn.
I couldn't get you, so at least I got you.
You, nah. Actually, I don't know how Hrothgar. I need to look at Hrothgar teeth, but I mean, Misha has like a really nasty set of choppers, or like a really nice set of chompers. I think it just looked really sharp. You know, when she smiles and just like rows of teeth, I'm like, oh my god. Damn, Misha. It's not even my lining layer. This. Okay, I'm supposed to talk about. I mean, I'm not supposed to. I kind of want to try to not say that much about Dawntrail in case like I don't know, because I feel like a lot of the stuff I said is like stuff I said on stream. There is some more stuff to be added on, but I think it's just like if like there's a thread on the official FF14 forum that does talk about like what their thoughts are on like Dawntrail and like what it means for the game and stuff, like, and their concerns for the game, all that. And like I think it was a very well written one. Namely the only part the only part that like didn't really like, maybe not that like great, was just the last final part with like Natsuko Ishikawa. But that's fine. I think that's just like, you know, it's subjective, it's just him, but like all his other points did make sense. And yeah, I think there's a lot of things to be said that's like not that great about it, Dawntrail, but you know, so I want to change things out and just, you know, okay, I want to talk about like the stuff that makes Dawntrail nice. why are people simping over Baku Jaja?
That's what your idea of make it nice is.
Yeah, like it's a positive thing for people, you know. So like for me, I see it as a terrible thing because of what he's done, but like people can not only forgive him but like want to go to town on him, not in a fight. So I was kind of wondering about that, like what the thought process for that was, like how I don't know how I don't know if you guys simp after Baku Jaja, then just let me know, like how what's going through your mind, like what's appealing about him, like over like any other character, like of all the characters that like could be simped for, and that, which is not a lot honestly, in this new expansion, like this guy Baku Jaja, like is it, I heard like was it a line, was it?
Know if it's a line, because like my senior,
Uh-huh.
like you know, like she, when she was playing with Taruto-san, like her friend, they both kind of started calling Baku Jaja this meme in Japanese, and that meme is basically what you would call, you know, those girls who are tsundere, like those 2-panel manga where like the first panel is the girl going like, you smell, you're so stinky, like who would ever like you, and then the second panel is them getting like banged. So like there's a meme for that, like there's a meme to describe that kind of 2-panel manga, and they basically they said that Baku Jaja is that meme.
So it's people want to dominate that guy. Is that it? He's the bottom. They are not asking him to top. They are topping Baku Jaja.
Well, I think it depends, because some people want to give him a Dojo Jaja.
Right, but they probably just want to see him squirm or something, right?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one. I actually haven't been searching up stuff about him, so the only thing I know is that there's one English line that makes everybody thirsty, but past that I have no.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what's going on there. Like, what makes Baku Jaja like stand up on the rest? Does Yuna know? Does anybody here know about like Baku Huha? I don't know. Like I don't know. Like it's so strong. It was such a strong reaction that he's trending in Twitter. And like FF14 official account Twitter has also acknowledged that there's a Twitter user. There is that too, but is that it? It's just that from that one person? Yeah, Baku Jaja's baby girl. Yeah, that person. And I'm assuming it's, I don't know, like do people simp for Baku Jaja unironically or ironically? Because I'm assuming that a lot of people simp for the guy ironically, that, you know, it's just a funny hee hee ha ha, because like you'd think that like it's the funny thing was like FF14 is just like, oh yeah, you'd simp after Kwana, right, the cat boy, but like no, this guy. But I'm like, the thing is that it blew up from that. Yeah, it kind of did. I definitely seen stuff from that. Yeah, I don't know, like it's, I don't know which is,
What did they do?
huh? They just made a lot of memes about like Baku Jaja and like about like endearingly and stuff. Like that's it. And like when like full feral about like Kim, and like I guess that picked up. But that's the thing, I don't know, like, so does anybody else share the same affection towards Baku Jaja? Or is it just all a joke? I think it would be good if Baku Jar Jar gets so much attention that official FF14 like even like recognizes it, and he can be included in our new party coming like going to the next expansion. No, I want to. I want to see that. I want to see that ironically. I'm not saying that unironically, I'm saying that like ironically. I want that to happen.
How come my sipping for David doesn't go?
Because you're unironic about that. But for me, I want to see the shit show. Like, for me, I'm gonna put it very badly, but like, I think after Dawntrail, my expectation for the next expansion or whatever's to come in the patches is just very... is that I'm going to have a... I'm expecting worse, basically. I'm expecting like just really bad stuff, so I'm... like, to me, it's like, I went into Dawntrail with no expectations, which was a problem because that no expectation also meant that like, you know, it could be good. It's on the more positive side. But for Dawntrail, like, it didn't come out, I didn't find it very positive, so that backfired on me. So in the next expansion, I'm gonna be expecting, okay, I'm gonna expect that it's gonna be shit, and that is like, it's gonna come out, if it comes out shit, then I was like, okay, at least I know that it was crap. I had a lot of fun with it, you know, that kind of thing. I don't take it seriously. I take it with absolute zero seriousness.
I'm not taking anything this game does anymore seriously.
Yeah, because
I give it so many chances.
like, I was watching you do the second playthrough on like Sorry, I was watching that like Otis part, and like in my head was laugh tracks.
Yeah.
It was like laugh tracks and like hand clapping, and like I was thinking like, can people do like an edit of like Dawntrail but like with all these laugh tracks and like funny stuff happening? Like basically big spoiler alert. I mean, in case anyone here is, you know, can't read the words down here. Spoiler talk for Dawntrail. There's the part after like where Zora Jar, he is like, he got beaten by Wook Lamat in a sense, like, you know, out in the field at Vanguard there, and just like Wook Lamat like breaks his like toy, his head toy thing. He kidnaps like Gulu Jar, like his quote unquote kid, which is definitely not his kid. It's definitely a clone. And he makes a run for it. He's just like, okay, execute Order 66, kill all the civilians and stuff. And it's like, he did that, he ran away, but not after like, you know, killing Sphene, like quote unquote killing Sphene, because she's like apparently not there. She's just a memory, she's a robot. She just takes control of the robots and stuff. So the crazy thing that happened was it you who pointed it out, or like someone else in the thread that pointed it out? Someone else in the thread pointed it out. Oh, the OP of the thread pointed it out. Yeah, basically there's one really huge plot hole that I honestly didn't realize until... Right, yeah. Yeah, it's the OP of the thread that we were talking about. They didn't realize it until they went back again, and I'm so glad that Min's actually like came to that part of like her playthrough, and I gotta watch it again. I was like, oh my god, it's terrible. It's okay, so it's at a part where it was established that Sphene doesn't have a real body. She isn't in any real danger. But on the attack in the town, there's the part where she fighting the lightning doggo, and it is like she's being electrocuted, everyone's being electrocuted, and Otis is like, I'll save you, my princess! I'll save you, Queen Sphene! And then he sacrifices his life for her. And then... And it's so crazy, because like during that time I didn't think about that. I was like, okay, like Sphene just like teleports away. She's like, I've gotten my conviction or something. She didn't really say anything. She's just like, I must do something, so it's my time to act. And I was like, okay, she goes off, she's gonna do something cool or something, I don't know. She goes off, she leaves the robot body behind, and the robot body like dies, basically. So the plot hole is that at that point where Otis sacrificed his life to die, for real die, he doesn't have his memory there, that was the last of his actual memory. He is gone. He sacrificed his life for Finn, who didn't need any saving. She didn't need to be saved. She was immortal there. She, like, a minute after like Otis dies, we enter the cutscene and like she's like, alright, I'll teleport out of this body. She could have done that. She could have just done that. There's no stopping her. It's not like her body's tied to the machine and she dies to the machine.
So funny, right? Because they show like this shot of her where she's being electrocuted and she's like right, but that doesn't actually affect her. Like it doesn't. She's not actually hurting from that, because if that body dies, like what you know, Zoral Jar did, like he broke one of the bodies. Like she doesn't actually die, she just comes back. So like that fucking body can rot for all she cares, and like it doesn't matter. Like Otis died for nothing. Like actually.
Yep, so huge plot hole. Huge plot hole that I'm just like, I'm so surprised when I saw it again. I was like, oh my god. They, like, it's not like they skipped the scene or something, like, it happened within the same cutscene.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. And like, none of us thought about it. Like, Otis died for nothing. Like, he died for real there. And then the man died twice.
The thing is, like, she's like, oh, like he's gone and shit.
Uh-huh.
But he's in the fucking memory, so why wouldn't she know about it?
It's cause she realized that he's gone forever. It's just like, she doesn't think like, oh, it's my fault that you died. It's more like she's like, okay, no, I must double down on like keeping everyone's memories, and by that I mean killing everyone else. Yeah, so how did I get to that? How did I get to this like shit?
You're talking about the thread.
Oh, I guess I was talking about a thread. Yeah, it's kind of crazy knowing that like there's a plot hole like this. It's one of those things where it's kind of unfortunate where, like, I'm not gonna say that like, oh yeah, I would have noticed it, because I didn't notice it. Like, there's sometimes in the writing when you write something and you didn't notice it, and like when you consult with people and it's like, oh wait, no, but there's this plot hole, and you're like, oh shit, I did not see this, I totally glossed over this. And it's kind of unfortunate that like, you know, it's something out there in like FF14 lore now that like this happened. It was actually almost kind of Star Wars like 7, 8, 9, like episode 7, 8, 9 kind of levels of like plot hole crazy. And it's out there now and it can never be remedied. They can't take it back anymore. They can't delete the scene. I don't think they can delete the scene, or they want to delete the scene. I don't know. It's forever stained there now. That like this is FF14's writing, and like if people are gonna come out of a video montage of, and like make a laugh track according to that, like that, and like goes out and goes viral, then like they're gonna have to live that down. Like it's so sad that like that can't be taken back, and like, wow, that's actually extremely embarrassing. Yeah. Okay, more good stuff about Dawntrail. I would say I really like the people. I like Tural and stuff. I think it's very, maybe it's just like very idealized, but like I like there's like a lot of cultures and stuff. They are good. The Hanus, I like the Zigbrals and the Mamujas, you know. I think it feels like, it just feels like a very nice welcoming place, and like food there is great, culture there is great, all that, and like kind of simple. I think the part that really stands out to me is the Pelu Pelus. Like, no, I'm not gonna steal from you. The things that like I did like besides the MSQ, I did the side quests following up from the Aetherite quest. Basically the, you know, the blue exclamation marks that give you the Aether current. I continue those quests actually, because I just want to get to know more of like the people of Tural and stuff. So I continued that and that quest line, and like spoilers for that. That quest line basically encompasses, I mean, if you guys remember, it was like, oh, the Pelu Pelu got swindled by someone who sold them corrupted crystals like from Yotzia, and the corrupted crystals are like basically pointless. They don't have any value to them because they can't really be used very effectively. Yeah, but someone sold it to them for like a really crazy amount of money. So they got scammed basically. And the thing is that you find out that the scammer is one of the Lalafels that we talked to on the ship. So that Lalafell came from Ulda, and like,
damn, so is the fucking movie.
yeah, no, honestly, like the game actually, like that quest line actually brings into perspective that like, yeah, like, you know, when we played through the Pelu Pelu stuff in MSQ, right, we thought like, immediately thought of like, oh shit, they're like the Lalafells from like Ulda or something like that. They're like money grubbing, scamming people and stuff. But the things that later on in the MSQ, the longer you play, the more you realize that the Pelu Pelus are, they are opportunistic, but at the same time, they will, like, it's their policy that they will sell you stuff and trade with you for equal amounts, that kind of thing, equal amounts of value. The value is something that you have to solve. There's a little bit flexible lah, like, you know, say like when Wook Lamat needed to buy a certain more expensive item from a Pelu Pelu, then she had to like, okay, I can offer up my like helping you out in the fields to collect some of the tea leaves and stuff, and like that counts as value, you know, something like that. Or like, for example, they might raise the price for certain items if they see that the user needs it a lot, so they're like, okay, the demand is there, I will raise the price for this, I'll raise my my trade for this. Yeah, so in that sense, it's debatably fair. Like, they're not out to scam you like, say, like the monetarists in like Ulda, for example. Like in the quest that they that I did, it basically shows that like, oh, here you have the Pelu Pelus who are like making, like, why they chose to do this kind of trade, like why they have these policies, because of like Gulu Jaja and like actually I can't remember specifically what. I just remember them like talking about like, oh yeah, you know, our culture was Gulu Jaja, like the Yokpui and stuff, and like I think they just, I can't remember why they do it now that I think about it. But they do it, and like for that's for the Pelu Pelus, and for like Ulda, the Lalafells, basically like the character there was like going on about like, yeah, like our society was actually, it's basically like scam or get scammed, that kind of thing. Like, and it's very apparent in like real life, you know, it's kind of like, real life is like that, like the AI thing and all that kind of thing is investments, all that is, a lot of it is just like, you know, scam or get scammed. Like they are chasing you to like, if you don't do AI now, you will lose out on technology, you will lag behind, and people are like, oh shit, oh the grandpas and like aunties are like, oh my god, we gotta do AI now, oh my god, we're gonna and then they get scammed because there's no value in AI whatsoever. Or at least what they think of it. It feels like some sort of magic, but it's not. So that's the kind of like idea that Ulda, like the monetarists in Ulda have, where it's like they are opportunistic in a very negative sense. They don't seek to benefit the person who is buying from them. For the Pelu Pelus, they do. Like they want you to be happy with the trade. And the thing is that it's only like, it makes sense to really do that, because if everyone's scamming out each other, then at some point everyone's going to be like, you know, it's just an untrustworthy market. The market is not going to have any value at all. It's all fake value. So like, that's why in the end, like the Pelu Pelu was like, as much as I want to teach this guy a lesson, I think we stand to gain from like, you know, teaching him a lesson and like still making it such that like, you know, he can make a living here and like know about like the traits that we have between Eorzea, between Tural, that kind of thing, and you know, create a inclusive market, you know. I'm not wording it very well, but yeah, I think that was a nice quest line that I had. The Hanu Hanu quest lines that I saw, that I experienced, was basically the more religious stuff. There was a very good one with the armor, getting the feathers for the armors and stuff, and it basically shows like, oh, why are they giving their feathers to this armor, that kind of thing. It's not like, you know, you kill a Hanu Hanu and you use their feathers for it. Like, oh, you kill a bird and you put the feathers into your armor, that sort of thing. No, there's some significance to it and all that. So it goes to that. It's respecting like people's cultures and all that, and like the Hanu Hanus are like, they take it as an honor to be able to provide these ornaments for their soldiers, in a sense. So that's neat. For the Zigbrow and the Mamuja, I think that was more of expanding on into the war that they had. Like basically the Mamuja and the Zigbrow had the war. I'm pretty sure if you play the MSQ, then you know about the war. And then there's the iffy thing where it's like, you know, the war ended, but things are still a bit difficult between the two sides, basically because the people who like the people who stayed behind with in the Mamuja like place are people who still are a bit resentful of the Zigbrow for like the war and all that. So the Zigbrow kind of like, they don't really know how to approach the subject again and all that. So yeah, they have to find like some sort of common ground. Yeah, I don't know, like, you know, make up for it. So the questline does talk about, it doesn't go very deep. It's just talking about like, you know, a few individuals can try to make a difference, you know. You can start from somewhere. Some people gotta start it, you know. They can join forces to hunt and stuff and like make the environment better and all that. Yeah, so that was good also. The Gobby's questline was alright. I think it was alright. It was okay, good. The Yokhui Yokhui's questline was okay. Honestly, the culture that I didn't really care too much for at the end was the Yokhui. I feel like maybe also that might be because I had a lot of expectations for the Yokhui when they were introduced in the MSQ and like who they were. I think the Yokhui's culture thing kind of promised a lot, but in the end, I don't think it really went anywhere. like the only thing that kind of like got repeated again and again, like quite annoyingly, is that like, oh yeah, we remember, like we remember because like that's the only way we can like live, or that kind of thing. Like, you know, it's like people don't actually die. Like, we don't consider death the final, like, you know, death. Like, they don't believe in that people die when they are killed. They believe that people die when they are no longer remembered, that sort of thing. And in the end, a lot of their stuff was like influenced by like indirectly just being in proximity of the Golden City, which is kind of far-fetched. We don't know how the plague happened, what kind of plague it was. We can guess maybe it's Levin sickness? Question mark? They're gonna touch it in the patches, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, the stuff about the Yokhui that I maybe kind of liked was like, oh yeah, they realized that like after going so far, they realized that there's more to protect if you stay at home and all that. I'm wording it super badly. What was it? They're just kind of humbled after like the virus spreading and stuff. They were like, oh, you know what, maybe we shouldn't do the war thing, maybe we should just stay and be happy with what we have, you know, we don't need to be conquerors, all that sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, to me the Yokhui were kind of, nah. The Gobbies are kind of okay, but I do feel it's a little bit forced. In a sense where their culture seems to be... Their culture is like, oh, treat... I feel like their sort of subtext for the Moblins are like, oh, if you treat creators well, and like you give them a good like thinking headspace and all that, and like you provide for them, then they will come up with the greatest things ever, which is, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't refute that. I think like people who are in a good living space and stuff, like if I didn't have to pay for food or like worry about my wages, then yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a lot of like time to spend like holding my craft and like drawing my own stuff, you know, and like making comms and like merch and all that to sell, you know, all sprinkling and tinkling and wingling. I do find it is very forced upon that sort of subtext where just like, if you treat artists and creators well, then you will get good stuff. And just like, they don't really back it up with anything, and I don't know, they don't really
I mean,
it's just a bit weird.
This beautiful where this was made by a guy who treated his guys well. If you treat your guys well, you too can have good wear. What Guja just said.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys couldn't hear Min's, basically she just recounted it. Like, yeah, Gul Jaja, the thing is that Gul Jaja did go like, oh, if you look at this guy, he create nice thing if you do not stress him out. Therefore, you should not stress out creators and stuff. But I'm like, I kind of don't... Like, I feel like, is this kind of like their take at like a real life circumstance kind of thing? Because if it is, it feels very forced to me. Like, it kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know. It's like I suddenly see like, oh, yes, we must treat... Like, I kind of want to see, you know, like... I kind of would have wanted to see... It would have been MSQ, it's just that I would like to see I don't know, like maybe it'll show out more like the Wachu Meki Meki quest and stuff.
What do you want to see?
Like, I don't know, moblins stressing someone the fuck out and like fucking up shit and like it didn't work out and just like I don't know why, and it's just like you're just going to depth and it's like, okay, why can you not perform good when you're under stress and that kind of thing, and like what do you stress about? And like maybe the artist, like the creator, can say like, I'm stressed out because I'm afraid that I can't live up to expectations and the expectations are really high and like people want me to work extremely fast or that kind of thing, or like, you know, and like I have a family to feed, I'm worried if I can even pay for that, or like all this sort of thing, like, you know, actual like real life shit that you can say, but like no one says anything. It's just like, oh, no stress equals good work. I'm like, yeah, but how about showing it? Rather, it is a lot of just tell us and like it didn't really show it. That's the thing. That's why I'm kind of like, it felt really just forced. Yeah, like it's a story, just show some conflict, you know. The only conflict, the conflict that you had for the moblins was like Work Lamar needed to find a guy, and I was like, oh yeah, we had this guy all along, so there was no challenge there. There was a challenge of like, oh, I don't know what this guy, this artist is thinking. He seems to be suffering and being stressed out. I don't know why. And then it's just, you know, his living conditions and crafting conditions weren't very good.
And they don't even know what the species like to eat.
Yeah, they don't even know what the species like to eat. They don't even know about the cat's like sensitive tongue, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know because I don't play Mikote, or like I don't know if there's a thing that was mentioned elsewhere, but I
mean, it just
don't. But it seems like something that you would take note of if you've been serving so many customers. It's not the first time you've had a cat. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I mean, I don't know, like, is it a rare condition of cats? Like, not like all cats have it, that kind of thing? I don't know. Like, it's not like, hey, Graha, do you have like cat's tongue? I'm like, yeah, I have cat's tongue. How do you know? And I'm like, well, you seem to be very sensitive to tacos. I don't know. Yeah, like the moblin thing didn't feel very Ural? It felt like a weird, we placed this thing here about artists and that's it. And I think we actually spent a lot more time with the kidnapping arc, like the Wook Lamat retrieval arc, than the moblins, honestly, which was really stupidly paced. Yeah. Okay. Now I keep mentioning the bad stuff. What about more good stuff? The areas of Tural are nice. I like going through the areas of Tural. I haven't went back to like the other areas, like say in Shadowbringers and Stormblood, that kind of thing. I haven't been around there to see how they're like. I heard that Ilmec looks amazing, like even more amazing than it actually was last time when we first encountered it. So that's good. Actually, maybe I can. I love Yucktail's vegetation. Yeah, Yucktail's vegetation was really good. I think that's one of my favorite places to go. Like, I was going through it, the Yucktail forest, like both above and below. And like the vegetation was so colorful. Like, it was so good. When I gazed upon like Kozamuka, it was like, wow, that's really cool too. Was it Fontaine was like, he made a Fongeton, like he created this like, was it a candle tray thing? And it was like, he was like, oh yeah, I was inspired by Kozamuka, but I'm like,
that's not Fongeton, that's a cat.
The cat boy?
Yeah, the cat boy that improved the living conditions.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, the cat boy. Yeah, the cat boy that we improved the living conditions of, not Fonjiton. But the cat boy was basically like, yes, I crafted this after like Kozamuka, and I looked at it, I'm just like, that's just a plate. I don't think the details even on it even look Kozamuka like. I'm like, what are you talking about? That looks like a normal plate that you see in any other FF. Like, I don't know, like, is it actually a special plate that doesn't exist in ARR and stuff? It does. It looks exactly like something I'd find in Uda, the streets of Uda. I'm like, what? What are you saying? It doesn't have the spikes. Yeah, so I think that Catboy in the end, even though he wasn't stressed, he didn't create out very good art. So fuck him, I guess. Just eat your hot food, bitch. Art is subjective. Yeah. And I'm subjectively shitting on his art. I'm sorry. When he said that, I was like, Kozamuka, I was like, nods hit, shakes hit. I don't see it. like you mean to tell me that the oil for this oil lamp that you is going to overflow from the edges? Like no, like if you want to put it as like, I would make it a 2-tiered lamp, and I'll make the top part a flower that looks like the spikes of Kozamuka, and the oil is flowing down, or like, or as a candle, that the wax will like slowly like melt, and it'll flow down from it, then it'll form a waterfall. Then it'll look like Kozamuka. But it's just a one plate with a floral pattern? Question mark. They could have picked something better, man. They could have picked something better than just a shiny plate. That's all I'm saying. They could have picked a better example. Wait. You know keystones, right? Fonjiton did not make those keystones, right? Okay.
They were there before.
Yeah, they were there before I got in there. Okay. I was thinking. No, I was thinking. I was like, I remember like Wood Lamont saying that like, but Fonjiton like went through the effort to like make this happen or something, and it's like.
Keystone for the movie. Not by
Oh. Right.
That's why they needed to find someone, because that person needs to make it.
Right. So. Okay. Alright. I mean, I was kind of thinking like it sounds like kind of like bullshit. So I'm like, what do you mean you make a keystone to like this? But I mean, no, it's fine. It's fine, cause like that's to open the gate that is like made by the Charlayan peoples. Question mark? Yeah, it's not the one that opens the living memory one. I think it's really weird that okay, no, I'm not gonna say because it's just gonna be me gonna talk about bad writing and stuff, so I'd rather not say. Any other stuff that I like about Dawntrail? I haven't tried Viper or Pictomancer. I think Pictomancer seems fun. Honestly, I feel very lazy to like start or even do anything. Like I'm very lazy to do anything FF-ish, except like if it's super casual content. Like I didn't even feel like doing EX roles like today or yesterday, cause I'm like, I don't really want to. I'm tired from work. I don't really want to like if I wanted to, I would play Dark Souls 2 or some shit. Like that's the reason why I stopped playing Dark Souls, because I was just like, you know what? I'm very tired from work and like schoolwork and shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna stop playing you. You stress me the fuck out. So I reached a point where it's like, you know, FF14 is like is level 100 now. They've increased the difficulty for even normal dungeons and stuff, so I kind of don't know how it goes on. Like if it's gonna keep getting even more difficult and difficult in like the content, then I'm just gonna stop playing because I don't really care too much about the combat anymore. Like for me, it's not just as FF14, you know. I think it's also just like Art Nights, for example. Like sometimes when like events do this certain thing, and I'm just like, all right, you gotta be shitting me with this kind of debuffs that you're making me do, all this kind of stupid stuff they're doing. That is like I don't want to play your game right now. So that's just me. It's not really criticizing the game. It's more like I'm just tired. It's becoming less for me nowadays. Yeah, like I'd rather like, you know, I'm gonna play Animal Crossing or something. So yeah, if anything, if I play FF14, it's just gonna be like I'm gonna open up Island Sanctuary. I'm gonna run those like whatever stupid dungeons from like Tartarus things. Oh wait, not Tartarus. No, the first one was the Nanamo one. There's the Hancock one that we haven't done yet, and like and Matsuya has one. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, Matsuya has one. Yeah. Yeah, those kind of like more casual content and stuff. I mean, maybe they're stressful, but I don't know. The thing is that like I don't feel too stressed out about them compared to like stuff like EX Roulette, because EX Roulette is something that's timed, so it's a daily thing that I have to do again and again. But this one is like, you know, if I want to, I can just hands off and like, you know, I'll come back to it again.
EX Roulette, it's not timed in the sense that if you're not in a rush to get the gear, you don't need to.
Yeah, if I'm not in a rush to get the gear, I don't need to do that. But the thing is that like, yeah, it's kind of the same as Art Nights, right? Like right now, it's just like, you know, I could log in to get the gemstones and stuff, but
I mean, it's just,
I'm
like,
really
it's
like, yeah, it's just the weekly stuff that I'm just very like, eh. Just wanna play a game. Just wanna play Monster Hunter, man. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, I think after a while, like, you know, it's like, yeah, maybe, you know, like, if it feels like I have to log in to keep playing the game, then, you know, oh shit.
You're way too late. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that like I came back to FF after a year of not playing it, so I'm just thinking like, oh, will I be back in with the EX rules and all that kind of thing? I'm like, I'm back in for the casual content. I don't know if like thankfully the EX rule stuff is also still casual content, but like even then it's starting to filter me out. I'm losing it. I still have to do the Corn Servant quest. I guess one big thing to me now that I feel a little bit like I don't know whether to be excited for is the lore for FF14 now. I don't know. Like back then it was like it's quite interesting, but now it's like
I mean,
it's the fact that they didn't talk about a lot of lore things that I'm like, Why? Like, I know you want to leave this for the patches, but like, I feel like it's something that like I would be talking about. Like, the fuck is up with Solution 9, and why are you letting the people like continue doing their soul sucking thing? And like, why, like, what's the nature of the soul sucking thing? We still don't know. Like, you say that like we have the, oh yeah, we put the souls in when like after he died, that kind of thing. I'm like, but where do you get the souls from? That's it. It's like, oh, you guys, like, at the end of the MSQ is just like, yeah, you guys can go back to like sucking off the souls of dead people and stuff. I'm like, that was a problem. That's why that's why we stopped Sphene. Why are we letting them do this? What are you fucking stupid? Like, I don't know, like the law is like very inconsistent and stuff, and like, so I kind of have not really much hope for the rest of FF14 lore right now. Like, they're gonna just like, they're gonna have answers for it eventually, but I'm like, why didn't you address this? Like, I didn't stay enough at like we went by Solution 9 so, oh my god, it's fucking parting people outside. We went by Solution 9 so fast that I have no idea about it and stuff. There's still nothing that I know about it. Like, what is the culture of the people? What, who, like, what do people work as this thing, right? Like, what do people do? All I see people is like working at like Starbucks and stuff. And like, the thing is that like, it's not 100% of people hate Zoroark. We met a guy in Vanguard who is an actual person who like looked like he loves doing what he's doing. He fucking loves doing it. He doesn't feel resentful like, yeah, let's kill these fucking Turalan like motherfuckers, that kind of shit. Like, he was there for like 30 years with the Tural people over there, and like he's just like, you know what? Fuck these people. Fuck these guys up. Like, he's willing to do that so far as to like let himself go and become a beast. And like, I don't think his soul is retrievable.
As if we like.
I don't know, maybe more people should drive Teslas because they're quieter, and also if it malfunctions, then the music will actually, the noise will actually stop. It'll get louder once, and then it'll stop. Yeah. Any other stuff like? Okay, the thing is that I like the thing that really got me excited, or like what's going to happen next, is No, I don't know. I sorry, I need to word that better. I think what I liked about Dawntrail is that I like some of the themes that they had. The sort of setting that they had for some of them is like, okay, stuff that, like, while I was disappointed, just that like it feels that like a lot of these stuff was just not written very well to incorporate these kind of themes. Like, I like the theme of like, okay, we're accompanying Wook to see the rise of a nation. Not really the rise of a nation, more of like understand this nation more, this new nation, and like see how a ruler works and like the lessons that people can learn and all that sort of thing. I like that journey for Wook, and there's like later on she gets presented with like the conflict of like, oh, war, right? Like invading forces and all that kind of thing, and like war, and like what do you have to do as a ruler at that time? What are you supposed to, how are you supposed to handle this? And at this, like, when you're faced with talking with the enemy ruler, like, what do you do? All that sort of thing. And also with Sphene, it feels like it's kind of interesting in a little bit tragic in a sense where it's like, oh, I saw someone like saying that like when I was watching the MSQ, like the final MSQ dungeon, the BGM like video of it, I just saw in the comments that, like, you know, someone was like saying that, like, oh, they find that like it's kind of neat that Sphene feels like, okay, don't shit on me for this, what I'm gonna say, but
Finish the sentence.
yeah, I think like they said it was neat that you know, Sphene is like named after like a gemstone, and like Garner is named after a gemstone as well. No, yeah, but it's like they feel that for Sphene, it's kind of tragic in a sense where like she didn't have Zidane in her life, that kind of thing, or like is this like what would happen to Garnet if, say, like she went down a wrong path or that kind of thing, or like a very tragic path, you know. And I think it was more of like a funny thing lah, because they were saying that like, oh, it's kind of funny, like, you know, when she says that like she wished that like she and Wook Lamar could be friends, or like
Because they're both like, they have tails.
yeah, it's like they both have tails, they're like animalistic and stuff. It's just like, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and like I did kind of like the sort of, or maybe not, I don't know, I want to say like, oh, do I like the friendship between like Wook Lamar and like Sphene, but I like the theme that is supposed to represent, if anything, I have to say. Like Wook Lamar trying to befriend an enemy nation, that kind of thing, and like also like what, like find out what does it take to like protect her people and like protect each other's people, you know. I can't word things properly. Like, I just want to like encompass it. Just says like, yeah, I like a lot of the Dawntrail themes. It's just that the pacing and writing and stuff is some stuff that I just can't really agree with. Do I have a favorite part about Dawntrail? I think my favorite part would, like, okay, maybe this may be stealing from you, but I did agree with you when you said like you know, the Pelu stuff in the MSQ was like one of the better ones. Yeah, it's nice. So I can't really like, I like the Hanu, but I will have to admit afterwards, you know, like in the Hanu stuff, like we started out just like, oh yeah, she chose to find a route that's different from the rest, which is questionably, like, it's kind of questionable whether it was intended or not, because like in the end we realized that, oh yeah, you know, like each of the trials is meant to be a reminder of like what, and like getting to know each person's cultures and all that kind of thing. But
I mean, the only problem I had with the Hanu was that Wook Ebu knew the whole time. And that's why the crops were wilted, but then he never told them. Like, if they had said that, like, oh yeah, we are facing this problem because like we are testing you, see if you can figure it out, you know, then it'll be fine. But like the thing is like the rest of them did actually, like, it felt like they actually didn't know.
right.
And then Wook Ebu who isn't even in like, it's like, oh.
I mean, okay, to be fair, the hurricane, okay, it's very funny, like, the hurricane is a thing that's just like, it's there to like say like, oh yeah, present these number of problems and stuff. But yeah, the hurricane was like, oh yeah, it came by, it was really fast, and just like, I think Wook Ebu didn't really have time to like really analyze and all that kind of thing, and like say that, oh yeah, this is one solution that we can have. I don't think he really thought about it. He might have been thinking in the sense of like, same as Quantum, it's like, can I find something? And like, if anything, he's just a ship, right? You know, he's just a ship architect. He doesn't know anything about crops and all that. He just knows like, oh, okay, like the ships did used to do this kind of thing, and like, oh yeah, so it did do this thing. But it's just, it is kind of funny that it's like, it isn't a new discovery for him as well. Like, it would have been cooler if it was like, oh, he just like had an epiphany. It's like, yeah, I think I remember this about the books and stuff. And it's just like, oh yeah, it did do this, that kind of thing. But it's like, he was kind of unsurprised, right? He was just like, oh yes, so it does this, yes. In case you guys didn't know. Yeah, it's a little bit of those writing moments that's a little funny. Yeah. I like the Zibruk BB one. I can say that biasness, I guess, because Froggas and Mamujas and like the bridge between people who are fighting and they're connected over food. A little bit like Dungeon Meshi. A little bit like Dungeon Meki. So yeah, I did like that. Like, there's not really anything about Solution 9 and Living Memory that... Living Memory is... I like the part with Krill. I think the lore on the Lalas was... What? Oh. Hey, was it Marcia's thing? I thought it was you meant like Island Sanctuary stuff. Oh, I thought Alo Alo was Island Sanctuary.
Oh.
Oh.
Alo Alo is Matsuya's stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's the only lore part that I really kind of like so far. I was gonna say that I didn't like, found it very weird, like saying bad stuff, but it's like, yeah, just I find it very stupid that they have this opening to like Living Memory, and thus they have us run our asses all the way to the north to another one for like this Solution 9 thing. I don't know, like, I don't know. It's like, it feels very weird when it's like, where did Zora came from, the thing? I'm just like, and all the time I'm just thinking about like the opening that, you know, he could have went into, and like the only opening that we know he definitely should have went into, but none of us really talked about that much. It's not like did Ishtola say that she wanted to examine that portal, like the door?
She did, but you know that all the characters in there are not them.
Yeah, the characters in there are not them.
All
Yeah.
the characters in there are not them.
Yeah.
She, like, they can say all they want, but the characters in there are not the actual Scions. They're like weird fucking cardboard cutouts in the shape of the Scions that they keep wanting you to think are the Scions, but they're not the Scions, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe she did investigate. I don't fucking care. That's not Y'shtola.
Yeah, even if Y'shtola did investigate, in the end, like, she came back to us and she was like, she did not say anything about it. In fact, that opening all the way in like Zaktural is like non-existent. Like, they never bring it up. They never bring it up all the way until like, oh, maybe we can open this. I'm like, and Cantaran was kind of like useless throughout the entire story as well. Cantaran was actually really pointless. It's very...
I thought it was so fucking weird that when Gulu Jaja died.
Oh, sorry.
When Gulu Jaja died, he just fucking like sat there. Remember? He just like sat there facing him back. He didn't say anything.
I mean, I understand that as being like, you know, he's like just sad and solemn.
Yeah, I know, but it's very weird.
I just find it's very weird that, like, you know, our country's at war. Let's say anything you can offer and like provide, that kind of thing. Any insight for you who travel and stuff, and you've been there, the doors and all that, and like nothing. He's just bro code sad. Yeah, I kind of just saw it as that in a sense. I don't know, but no, I'm just taking things at a time. Zora, yeah, he can lay it. He can lay an egg forever for all I care. But I was a little bit worried when I saw Guluja and I realized who it was, and I was just thinking like, are they gonna come out and say like, you know, did him and Sphene have a thing? Cause like I don't know who else he would have. I have no idea, and I'm pretty sure they do go by eggs, as said by Bakujaja, like stillborn eggs. So I'm just gonna wait for them for the patches to be like, oh hey, like no one asks who each other's mothers were and all that kind of thing. No one asks like, yeah, like so you have a mother. No one asks like, oh
Wait. Tataru comes back in the patches. Tataru comes back in the patches, and then we play in English, and she goes, "So you have a mother?"
Oh yeah, cause it's Tataru's voice. Cause Tataru's voice. Yeah. The patches are just gonna have like, oh, so Guluja, do you have a mother? And it's like, oh, I was cloned or some shit. And I'm like, yeah, it's alright.
Wanna do something, but I don't really want to touch that.
No, yeah, that's the thing. I know they will. Like, I know they will, because it's like, he honestly kind of does feel a little bit like a VV, and like it's gonna be some cloning thing. Like for sure. And like,
Sorry,
yeah. I mean, you kind of find out about it like quite early. Like the first village, literally. Yeah, I just feel like I don't like that the game has left out so much just so that it can have stuff for its patches. And if they don't say this stuff in the patches, then I'm actually bewildered. All this stuff feels like it's just all this questions are like gonna be patches. And like the very weird thing is that like they're gonna make the soul thing be a raid related, so I'm like thinking like that's not gonna matter anything, like for anything. It's just gonna be hee hee ha ha. It's not gonna be MSQ related or like, you know, like are they ever gonna tell them to stop using souls and just move the fuck out of like this godforsaken place? Because it's very weird. I don't know if you guys realize, but like living memory has stopped having light. There's no lightning strikes. It's supposed to be the same world. Living memory is not part of Eorzea. It did not fuse with the source. No. Like living memory, like the Disney World place. Like, you know when it ended, right? And like there's a sunshine and stuff. There's no Levin bolts, no nothing. So like, is it a part of the source? Did it become a part of the source, or like, did it? Like, is it still part of the 9th? Cause like suddenly there's no more Levin strikes. So like, the worst thing they can do is to leave the answers in the next encyclopedia. Yeah, that's the thing. I fucking hate it. Like, I don't know. Like, it feels like they're just withholding information from us now. I'm just like, I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, they write every character in that fucking, like, in this expansion seems to be fucking idiots. They don't ask the questions and that kind of thing. Like, mothers don't exist. All that stuff. Like, very common, like, answers that, you know, you would think if you were there and we were there playing it, but they don't really see it as, I don't know, they don't put us, you're not in the shoes of the characters, that kind of thing. They are not in the shoes of the characters. The writers are not in the shoes of the characters. It's a lot of these questions that are like very common sense, but like, why do you not choose to ask them? Is because they have an answer, or they didn't think of an answer and they just wanted, so it just feels very forced along, you know? Common stuff like the attack where Otis dies is like, where's Aaron Vale? Is he okay? Is he fine? He's the guy who can't fight. Is he inside the back rooms? We don't know. Is he? That should be the first question we ask. Is he okay? And like, no one asks. No one tells us. No nothing.
Like the first time they asked about the rest wasn't like oh, are the rest okay? It's I think they like Wook Lamar asked like Kakoa, and this was like quite deep into the conversation already. Like oh, I assume the rest are okay. Like you know, it's not even a question. Like I assume you're keeping in touch with the rest.
Yeah.
And it's just like okay.
It's weird, man.
Like the way they talk is very
Yeah, the way everyone talks is very unnatural.
people have pointed out that like Graha and Krill are close enough for Krill to address him as Raha, right? Without the G.
Yeah.
Yet they never act as anything more than two people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people were when I was reading through the forum, a lot of people were actually like they were kind of hopeful that you know Graha and Krill's friendship will get touched on more. But then like when they got to the part where Graha like came back, right? But then they were just like, wow, they don't even talk like they are friends.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And when Krill introduces Graha to her parents, she says, "This is my colleague."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, all the characters that we knew are basically left behind in Endwalker. The ones we have now are actually the clones. They're all defective. I don't know, everyone except for maybe Justinian, I don't know. He's consistent. In that he maybe doesn't really care that much. He just cares about adventuring. Yeah. I don't know. One thing I'm kind of happy about though, like we have all gripes of like the expansion and stuff, but the things that we're not gonna tell people not to not like it, because like if anything I'm a bit surprised that there are a lot of people liking it, and like I do like that people are like liking Wook Lamar. Like the thing is that the way the story went and stuff, right? And like I think a lot of people who didn't like the story like didn't like Wook Lamar. And the thing is that I feel like for me personally, I like Wook Lamar. I don't like the writing that was done for her. That's the thing. Like she feels like what they did with the Star Wars and like maybe Katara, in that like Netflix? Oh no, I was saying that like how Wook Lamar's characters like and like people like it. Oh wait, shit, fuck. I want to say Korra, not Katara. Holy fuck. Yeah. But I think it's just like, you know, a lot of people are saying like, I mean, I get it also, you know, when I say like, oh yeah, she's kind of like Lisa in a sense. I said that about her like in the Endwalker patches. So I was a bit afraid already, like would people not like her and stuff. I see her as the person that like people might not like after like people did not like Lisa and stuff. So I was afraid. But then apparently a lot of people seem to like her. I see a lot of drawings of like her and her siblings and stuff, and like I think that's nice. Like the only thing that I don't really I can't fully enjoy a lot of these fan arts and stuff because like of the writing is like when they draw like the siblings and like Zoroark is like there being a broody little kid, and I'm like, we got nothing about their story. We got nothing about their childhood story at all. Like there's such a we have to count on the fans to like fill in all these gaps that the writers have not put out, and they didn't even say anything. Yeah, so it kind of sucks, but in the end I'm glad that people are liking it. The people that I would have a that I would fight with is people who are saying that like Endwalker is bad, Dawntrail is good, that kind of thing. And it's just like that one I would fight. That one I would fight. And I find it very weird because like, I was talking with Minz after like reading the thread and stuff, right? And like after Dawntrail and like talking about this expansion and stuff, I've never mentioned Shadowbringers as much as I have like since Dawntrail. It's crazy. Like before that, I've always been like mentioning Shadowbringers in the terms of like the fans of Shadowbringers are kind of like the people that I don't really like that much, because like they're like, oh yeah, Stormblood, just skip ahead, just carry on, it'll get better, don't worry, it'll get better. Like those are the people that I don't like. The people from like that started the game because of Shadowbringers, and they say that like, oh yeah, anything before Shadowbringers or like Heavensward is good, get past Heavensward, okay, don't worry, just endure through Stormblood and it'll get better. That's the fucking thing I hate about that kind of shit. Like, I'm sorry, I will fight people about that lah. Like, so it's like if the people here like, don't worry about Endwalker, just get through that slog. We can get through the Dawntrail, don't worry about it. I'd be like, fuck, bro.
I think in the forum is that a lot of people are now praising Lise.
It's really crazy to see.
It's crazy to see because they're saying like, at least Lise didn't. Okay, you know, it was so funny because the like people didn't like Stormblood because they felt that Lise was taking like oh, Wall doesn't feel special because everyone's praising Lise instead. And then now people are saying, well, at least Lise didn't take up 80% of the screen time in her expansion. She let us like do our own thing. She let us like do this. She knew when to step back and let other people like Hien like take the wheel. And then I'm like, you guys ain't saying this before, you fuckhead. Like,
Yeah, these fuck asses. It's fucking.
Okay, I mean, I don't want to say it's the same people. Maybe I don't know. A lot of them sound like the same people, honestly. They're like, I didn't like Lise, but now that I'm appreciating her more, kind of vibe. Like that's fine.
Can we get more Lise enjoyers like from this? But like at the same time, just like if you guys like were here and like you only just came here, I will pull the elitist. I will be an elitist to you and say like, where the fuck were you when Stormblood was under attack by the Shadowbringers fans? Yeah, it's wild. That's why it's kind of wild to me. It's like, I mean, at the same time, I'm just gonna be like, that's why I find it nice to see like Wook Lamont like being liked by a lot of people. But at the same time, maybe a lot of people like Wook Lamont because they just see her as a cat. Like a lot of times, just see her doing like kind of just cat things, you know. She's a cat, and like, you know, you can't really. So it's a bit two-faced in a sense where like, you know, fuck Lise, but like Wook Lamont, yeah, okay. When I'm like, I find them kind of similar in a sense. On a very surface level. And like, if anything, Lise did more. Yeah. I'm gonna head off early, long day tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by, Yuna. Have a good rest and have an enjoyable weekend ahead. See ya, bye bye. Thanks for stream. Damn. Tanking? Not doing that. Not until the new patch that helps tanks. God damn. Wait, has it been fixed already? No, it hasn't been fixed yet, right? The tank aggro stuff.
No.
Oh, okay, not yet. 7.01. Wait, what was the immediate bug fix called then? What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
Hi, it's just a hot fix. I thought a hot fix was for that shit also. I guess not. It sounds like they're doing something in Monk also that I'm not sure about it. But I don't know. So if I take a break from FF and I take a break from like Outnice, what am I gonna play? Art. Just do art. Will you continue to play Monster Hunter World with me at some point? Once you're done with your book, yeah. Okay. So I'm getting kind of anxious now. I don't know. Like September is going to be the first playable thing, and I'm like, usually first playable thing, it won't be very far off like where the date will be. So I'm like thinking like, would it actually be early like next year, that kind of thing? And like Iceborne has a lot of content.
We'll try.
Hi. What the hell? What's going on? It's very weird. Mince is getting a lot of like, when she's doing leveling, like she's getting a lot of the ARR dungeons. And when I say ARR dungeons, I mean like the level 16 dungeons. The very first dungeons that you have to do. It's really crazy. I'm like, what? You have to VOD the video? VOD the video. Got put into EX2 runs. Oh! Gambake! All the best for the EX2 runs. Hope you get what you want. Get the mounts! Go forth! Go forth, K! Yeah, it's very weird. Like, it's been 3 days of like leveling, and like Mince has been getting a lot of level 16 dungeons. I don't know why. And she hits the level sync thing, was it? Yeah, it's true. But the thing is that... Oh, right.
Oh, 1-6.
1616. Like Halatali and like Satasha or like Copper Bell Mines, that kind of thing. Like, it's been 3 times of the leveling roulette and like no one there needs it. Like, there's some sprouts, yeah, but like...
No, they only happen.
They only happen once. The sprout thing only happened once. Yeah, 3 days in a row, just leveling is just like constantly like that. And the thing is, it's very weird because I thought like in the live letter they said that like, oh yeah, we're going to fix this. We noticed that people have been going through this, then like, oh, we want to fix this and like do all that, but like doesn't seem to be fixed unless it's not for this expansion. Which is weird because like, you know, you have like 2 new jobs, people are gonna be doing leveling a lot. Shouldn't you have this done up? Now who the fuck's gonna care later on? Okay, now she looks... Misha looks very crazy eyed here. I kind of don't like it. I don't know. Like now, it's something where it's like, you know, the sketch seems good, but like now it's just like... And it's because I don't know, like, do I have to... Okay, I'm gonna... This is so weird. I'm just gonna color in the eye. It's really bugging me out. Yeah, I try to keep limited leveling roulette on, but I got a 50 level 50 dungeon in limited leveling roulette. Yeah, that's a really weird also. Like it feels like limited leveling roulette thing like option like doesn't work at all. I don't think it works, man. Have you tried it out? Honestly, a lot of things is like gameplay related, so kind of wondering like, have they tried it out? I don't know. The tank aggro thing, I'm like, have they tried it out? Or are they only doing like tiny pools in their thing? I don't know. Maybe it only works on leveling rule. But like for like Min says that like the way it works is that like all 4 people who sign it for leveling roulette like needs to have that thing ticked on. If not, then it's not going to work. But even then, from level like of all the dungeons from like 1 all the way to like 90 plus, Halatali motherfuckers, she had to do it twice.
As in, it only works on leveling roulette, but leveling roulette is the only one where I've gotten like the bad ones.
Yeah, Mint has gotten the bad ones only on leveling roulette, so like
the rest is like Shadowbringers and Walker.
yeah, it's very weird.
Anyway, we abandoned the thing to do this.
Oh,
So we all have a penalty now.
okay. Well, okay, it's good that everyone agreed to that at
Yeah,
least.
we were just like,
Yeah, fuck that shit. Like, did someone say it and it's just like,
Yeah, we were like, because I got the notification, then I was like, and they were like, which server? We're like, I'm like, Thornberry. And they're like, we gotta go.
oh my god, that's so funny. Everyone in like the leveling roulette that like Min's joined, like everyone noped out because like the special fate appeared. The one you get the mount from the mount. The serpent thing. It's so cute.
That's the one they showed it.
Yeah, this is the one they showed in the trailer. Same as all the trailers, they show the big titty mount thing. Yeah, I don't know about Misha's crazy eye now, but I think it looks excitable and stuff. It's 11:44. I was gonna say that like we didn't really get much MSQ interaction with female Hrothgars. We got with a bunch of Hrothgars, but we didn't get much female Hrothgars. But at the same time, in Endwalker, when Bun Boys were introduced, the only Bun Boy that we interacted with in Endwalker is Erenville, and that's it. Yep. So maybe that's just a. I think it's a part of the workflow that they have, the scheduling workflow and stuff. Like a department's working on like the implementing the female Hrothgar and stuff. Other people are implementing the story into the game, all that kind of thing, writing up these characters and all that. So the only one that they could really put in as a female Hrothgar in MSQ is the train driver. Sorry, I was drinking water. But yeah, the train driver was like, it's pretty simple, but yeah, the wife, she was cool. She was really simple, but like I think she was really cool. Like I liked her a lot. it was just really nice to see, and at the same time very tragic to see her like, you know, be this cool and stuff, and just like I'm like like this is why the guy was such down in the dumps, you know, like he lost someone that he really loves so much, and like she was such a she was the one, you know, like she's so cool. And I like the train driver guy also. I was kind of like, you know, if I had to pick a guy who was like really nice and like, you know, really my type kind of guy in Endwalker, it would be him and like Gulu Jaja. The dads. But I mean the frog guy isn't a dad yet. He was like, he wants to start a family. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, she in that sense. Yeah, on that note, I don't feel very strongly about anyone in Dawntrail, especially for anyone that like Misha might, you know. A lot of people is like, oh yeah, I ship my wall with this NPC, but I'm like, I don't really think of shipping Misha. Anyone? Or I really need to think about it, because I am thinking about like the stuff that I have to think of now is wait, what the fuck is going on there? Oh, what the fuck? Holy shit, run. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, stop. No! What the fuck? What the fuck was that? He was sprinting too! No! I just saw so many people got murdered by like the big fate. Oh my god. Revive for everyone. Stand strong, survive. Oh no, here it comes again. I was looking at it, I was just like, it literally hits like 1/3 of like the circle. I'm like, how the frick, man?
I guess you're really supposed to just.
Are you supposed to left right it? Like, it's so big. It's such a big Chrono. Yeah. You took 2 hits and you were a tank.
Oh, you did.
You did. Oh.
You got an entire part.
Oh my god, I can see only so few people left on the
No,
field.
my I think there's more people, it's just that like I have the thingy like doesn't show. So I'm trusting that there's more people because like damage is still going down. It's just
It is.
going down.
It is. Oh no. Wait, how do you tell that? What? You're just dead. I'm watching Min's like fight at one. She's floor tanking now, but I'm watching the people fight the big fate. It's the serpent one. There's a rotating thing and it's just like, it's so big. I have no idea. What the fuck? No.
Me?
Why you? Oh, yippee! You got the six tails. The Serpent Lord is slain! Oh, falling to me now forever, rest in peace. All the thank yous going out for all the reses. Wow. Wow. Oh shit, oh. Thanks for helping to ban the person. Yeah, so I don't know if there's anyone. Yeah, I have to think of like how Misha would kind of react to the story, and it's very weird. I find it very difficult to. It feels kind of shit now because like I feel like I can't. If I'm writing Misha into Dawntrail's story, it feels like we're writing her the same as how the Baudelaire children will be written into like the series of unfortunate events where everyone around is like kind of like they don't have common sense or something like that. And Misha's asking like, what about what I know I joined the party like late, but like what about Tancred and Urianger? And I'm like, huh? Who? What? Huh? And just like Misha goes through the dungeon to like ride up to like the Solution 9 like Origenics and stuff. Editors like Ishtola and Estine and Alfino comes in through the front door like, oh hey guys, what fancy you meeting you guys here. I'm like, Misha will be like, wait, we did all that for nothing? Like like Misha is, I think like Ben might be able to go along the ride. I would say that Misha is like, I written her to be kind of like academic. She's smart. I don't think should be like, what's going on? Or like Sphene sacrificing like Otis like sacrificing himself or Sphene, and like Misha will be like, wait Otis, no, you don't have, no, fuck. Otis, you don't have, no, oh god. Like, I don't know how to write Misha into the story now with like certain events happening. I think what's interesting, I can write it such that like, you know, Misha takes things as they go, and like I can see like, I can write at like, oh, okay, there'll be some points where like Misha would say some things or like, oh, relate to her past about certain things, and that will be interesting. That would be interesting to see. Like say for example, like talking about adoptive like children and stuff, you know, considering that Misha had an adoptive mother, or more like her family, like her father married with Ven's mom, so they're not blood related. So thankfully Misha did live through that as well, same as Wook Lamat in a sense. Yeah, I mean, I guess if anything, I would see Misha, I don't know, like I was kind of hoping that like, you know, Misha would probably bounce a lot from Koana, but even Koana didn't really get that much, so I wanted Koana to have more, and like I think her like Koana's plan would make like Misha go like, that's a stupid plan. What do you like, you're from Charlayan, right? What are you saying? What are you talking about? What are you doing? You hear yourself, man. It's kind of tough. I mean, even, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to find a way, or just, you know, just keep Misha's eyes closed at whatever thing is happening and stuff. I don't know. It's a little weird. Damn, Van, you hang out with these people? I'm like, yeah. Yushola doesn't usually act this way. It's kind of weird. It's almost like she's a different person. Huh. Like, I swear, like Ven just tells Misha, like, I swear they don't really usually act like this. Maybe it's just the climate, or like maybe it's the oxygen in the air or something. They're kind of thinking a little bit weird. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Oh shit, should I just write it like... No. I don't know, I was very tempted to like write that like... Ven went to a Finestinian and just go on an adventure. I don't know. What would Misha be doing? I don't know. I think it's even harder because it does feel like the story of Dawntrail still does take into account that you are the Warrior of Light. So a lot of the parts in the story, I feel like I can't write Ven out completely. Like say for the stuff with Alexandria and Sphene and stuff, I think it's something that Ven can't really stay out of. And like even with the final battle, the final battle with like Sphene is like Warrior of Light needed. I don't know. Like I can't write such something that's like, you know, oh, Misha has the powers of the Warrior of Light. No. She's just a regular girl. If anything, she's tough, but that's about it. Wait. Hold up. How many more skills you need, baby? You done?
Yeah.
You got the mount?
Yeah.
There's a flying squirrel, right?
Yeah.
Wait, do you only fight it once, or... Oh, that was your second time. Ah, okay. Man. Maybe let's go back to like the drawing board and just think about like how Misha would interact with the Scions, which is a little bit weird because considering that the Scions aren't really the Scions, they're not there.
Fucking ass.
They're android.
They're android now, man.
I don't know. I mean, I definitely can write that, like, you know, like when I was going through Dawntrail, it was nice to think that, like, you know, I think if anything, like, I can treat it as maybe not that Wook Lamar is like the main character, but rather I can put Misha as the main character, where like she's learning about all these kind of things, all these choices, like what to fight for and all that sort of thing. Like she's put in the shoes of the Warrior of Light, like she has to fill in for like Ven and stuff, and like she has to see like, oh, yeah.
Ven goes, like Ven comes back during, like, you know, after Kural gets attacked. But then he stays back out of Lost World for similar reasons, like the robot side.
I can make it such that like Ven is like, oh shit, why don't we call Ven, like, he's hanging out with like Tancred and Riranji, right? Oh, we can't? Oh, he probably might have left like he probably might have left Kural already. Wait, who said that again? Alpina? Graha. It's like, do you not see each other on the boat there? The fuck? I was like, what the fuck? Fucking crazy. so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. Yeah, the way I can write Misha is that, like, you know, she sees like Bean and her people, and it's like, you know, like she can kind of see them like similar, in a similar way to like the Guardians, in a sense where like they have to expand and conquer if they want to live, you know. Like that in essence, like the Guardians did have like that whole virus thing where it's like, oh yes, we need to unite everyone under the same race, or there's something, some weird shit. But also it's like, you know, uniting people. Like Misha was okay with the Guardian Empire's conquest because it was like to make Garlemald better, to unite the whole of Eorzea and stuff, and like some things like that. So in a sense, like I can see some parts where like Misha would have like thoughts about it, like, oh, this kind of reminds me about the Garlean occupation, like their campaign against Eorzea and stuff. Yeah, I think like there's some parts where like I was really, before Zora Jar became a pathetic ass bitch, right? I'm sorry if like people like him, but to me, I found him a little bit pathetic. I think his before he became pathetic, his prerogative of like, I want to become the ruler to conquer and like start wars, to remind people of the hardships of like the olden days and stuff. It's just like, it's not very cool, but I can understand where you're coming from, where people are taking things for granted and like you want to remind them and stuff. This is not the way to do it. I don't think you are this is a good path, but at the very least, like I kind of wanted to see more. I wanted to see him just continue down with that line of thinking rather than like, boo-hoo, I just wanted to play in the playground. I had so much expectations. I'd rather it not be a personal thing, but rather, you know, like him being a very self-righteous individual and trying to be that like, oh, my conquest has a good reason to it. But no, that fell. Like the moment he got transported to living memory, the purpose of that became like befell Sphene instead. It's like, oh, Sphene is like, oh, I need to conquer to feed more dead lives to my dead people. Bro. Yeah, I kind of wish Zora Jar stuck with that. He would be a pretty cool villain. He stuck with that. I think I was very excited for Dawntrail, like for Zora Jar, like when they showed the trailer and stuff, and like they explained more about him. I was like, oh wow, he looks cool. He sounds cool. He's like, maybe he's kind of a cool badass guy, you know. Like I'm all for those kind of people. Those kind of characters in like the stories and stuff. But it's like throughout the story, he had this agenda, and it does like stuff like, oh, Tancred telling him that like, you know, the Guardians did think the same way that you did, that kind of thing, and he was just like, the Guardians are weaklings. I'm like, do you know the Guardians? Do you know anything at all? You refuse to educate yourself about anything. You refuse to take into consideration like what makes a ruler and stuff. And I'm like, I'm okay with like you getting the golden alpaca and doing things your own way, but like at least have it's so flimsy. Your will is so flimsy. And it's like a lot of it seems to just be perpetuated by the chameleon beside you. Sorry, that's a very derogatory way to call them, but Jafar. But like, yeah, like he had his advisor and stuff, and it was yucking him up and all that kind of thing. And even that guy was like a total bunch of nothing. It's such a waste. They had such a good idea, the themes and stuff, and like, you know, there might be some good questions here and there. following up from Endwalker, and then it's just talking about Dawntrail is tiring. It tires me out. Misha's honkers are really huge. I mean, I made them. I think I made them like extremely huge in this one, as well in this drawing. Also, I thought about it. Like the missing thing here, I'm gonna draw the punity that you passed to me. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Cause like the law for the punity is like, oh, you found it on one of your hunting, or it found you on when you were hunting stuff. And like, I think it makes sense in this drawing that I'm doing, this illustration that I'm doing. Misha's looking fantastic, by the way. Thank you so much, Kay. Thank you. Oh, my girl. Looking pretty. Kitchen sink? Oh, no. Punity. The manatee thing. The manatee minion. Basically, like, for the law of the manatee minion, it says that, like, oh, you found it on your hunting trip, like while you're hunting some monsters or stuff. It's separated from its mother and father as a calf, and it's just like, oh, you found it, and that's about it. So like, I think for what it was doing in this illustration, it was like, oh, Misha was doing some hunting, and then she was like fighting that big lizard that Estinian was fighting in the trailer and stuff. That's what I wanted to do. And then there was like water and jungles and stuff, and I was like, okay, yeah, then she can have like, she's holding up the punity and stuff. Oh, I've taken it to calling it kitchen sink because of the Punity Prime? Wait, what's Punity Prime? Oh. The first boss. Oh, is it the first boss? Oh, right, because it just like sucks everything in like kitchen sink, like. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. That's true. Kitchen sink, punity, kitchen sink. It kind of rhymes as well. Yeah. I see it. Okay, maybe I'll nerf Misha's Dittos like a little bit more. I'm gonna hide this for a bit. Okay. Nerf the tits. Nerf the tits. Nerf her bubbles. I was gonna do a little just guide them. Okay, I think they would be like this. Something like that. One is bigger than the other. That's not right. I mean, that can happen, right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what a titty is. Ooh. I wonder if there's any Frog or NPCs that Misha might like. Like, not even an MSQ, I'm talking about like side quest stuff. There's a lot to choose from. The one I did was like, I think I liked the guy. He was kind of like, but I think he's kind of like just, he's very young-minded. He's very normal, I guess. I don't know. Like I don't think Misha will be looking for someone like that, you know? I don't think so. Alright, I'm gonna... So it is early. Oh, that means you gotta sleep. Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Wait. Wait, you gotta wake up at 8?
We gotta leave at 8.
Leave at 8. Oh, we're walking over, is it? Are we walking over? Yeah, oh yeah.
I think he's saying that we leave at 8.
I see.
Like us. I think
Okay. That means that we have to we have to 睡觉。我们需要睡觉。老婆，我们一起睡觉。I say，老婆，我们睡觉。哎。Have a good sleep. You too, K. You would say it that way. As much as I want to continue drawing Misha, I'll have to stop. And maybe I'll do a sketch of Punity. I'll just do more drawing off stream tomorrow. I'll probably sketch out the Punity and like maybe line more stuff. I'm not really doing. I'm taking a bit too long for like. I'm just doing the second sketch, but. Oh yeah, Misha is like a... Yeah, she has a bunch of fur all the way up to here. Oh yeah, in the end, I have to say that like, you know, the fur, I was a bit worried about like the fur, like the chest hair fur, but I think like it's quite nice. Like... Okay, I'm gonna put it in a way that you guys might understand. You know Dragon Falin, right? And you know how the feathers cover up like the top part of her bosoms. I feel that's kind of a bit like that, like a little bit with like going on for Misha. It doesn't cover entirely like, you know, like all the way down here, but it does, you know, kind of, it creates this sort of neckline that I kind of like here. Yeah. Wait, where? Yeah. No, we will be eating lunch out.
No, I wasn't saying that.
Oh, like... No. I'm not gonna rush it. No. If anything, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw. Michelle looks so adorable here, but the eyes kind of scary. Okay, now it's cool. No. Actually, I was thinking of like no. There's not no time to draw there. No, I was thinking of like drawing like off stream. Tomorrow. That's it. You know, that's it. That's my thought process. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Especially waiting for, like, not say waiting for,
Huh?
but because we were in the living room there, and you know, like one of us had to leave first.
All right.
So
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I got,
Right.
and I told them just go ahead. We leave them first. But they
Right.
said, okay, let's go on ahead.
Right. Yeah, there's no rush. Thank fast. Thank you fast. Thanks scary. Thanks so scary, you
Yeah,
know.
like,
Huh? From where? What?
the lion thing. That's the it's like,
Trials? That's a trial?
yeah, there's a trial version.
Oh, I never
We went
unlocked it. I've
you
never
didn't
been it.
unlock
No,
it?
never unlocked it.
Yeah.
What was the quest like? Like, what was the story? Did you just skip that shit?
Maybe.
Oh my
I
god.
did it.
Then it has to be triple tried. Misha looks so cat girl here. I don't know. Like, she looks so different from like her in-game stuff. But like that's the thing. I mean, it's fine, right? Because like I mean, like you wouldn't really say that Leather like looks exactly like how she does in-game, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting also. Like when I'm drawing Misha here, I'm like, I think Misha is a lot more like looks very stern and like she has this air of like elegance and stuff. But like here, I'm just like, I'm just drawing a cute cat girl, and like I think she does have fun. You know, it like the Misha in game looks like she doesn't have fun. Granted. Dawntrail, but you know, I want Misha to like have a little bit more positive outlook. Maybe like Misha doesn't really have that much. No, the thing is that like the way I wrote it is that Misha does spend some time during the patches of Endwalker to like, you know, get back on her feet and stuff. So like Dawntrail is supposed to be a part where like she's positive, she's moving forward with life and stuff. So yeah, I think she would be more positive. I don't think she'll be depressed throughout Dawntrail. That's kind of sad. I mean, I wasn't depressed throughout Dawntrail. It's confused. It's flabbergasted. What? You're depressed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a good reason to be depressed, yeah.
I couldn't sleep till like the first day you went back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I say I'll end the stream, but the thing is that I still want to draw. Oh my god. I just asked them go later leh. No, I'm joking. You know I'm joking when I say stupid stuff like that. So your hair very long. You cut your hair. You cut your hair, me. You don't want me to cut it. Okay. More art. The only reason I'm kind of like going into like FF life, like I put my pen down and I was just like, oh, I felt like going to FF14, but that's mainly just to like, you know, look at Misha again, because I like her. I love her. She's cute. I love her. Oh. Wait a minute. Okay, I did save correctly. All right. Okay. Well, I'm signing off. But goodbye, everyone. I'll see you on Sunday for Ace Attorney. See you guys for Ace Attorney on Sunday. Bye. Bye. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye.